area here is like Central Ybor. On just the illness itself, the drugs that we're taking, you know, we're not. Hey guys, alright, so today is Sunday and I'm on my way to Walmart by myself, so I'm not too happy about that, but gotta go to Walmart, get a few things, get some groceries and pick up an ice pack, and I gotta look and see what kind of bandages they have, because somebody in the household, not me, injured himself yesterday, and he did a pretty good bang up job. He I'll explain later exactly what happened, but he jacked his hands up pretty good, his fingers, broke his toe, his big toe in 3 places. So we got to go to an orthopedic surgeon, or set an appointment up Tuesday to see what's going on with it, and then possibly an orthopedic surgeon. But so yeah, that's what we're doing. Other than that, we're great. Alright, let me jump off here for now so I can watch what I'm doing, and I'll get up here, get what I got to get, and get back to the house, and I'll check in back in a bit. Hey guys. Alright, so today is now Monday. As you've seen, the first clip you just seen was yesterday, Sunday, when I went to Walmart to pick up a few things and get a couple of things from Mr. Daniel for his foot, as far as, you know, ice packs and stuff. And I did not get an ice pack. I wasn't going to pay $14 for an ice pack when a frozen bag of sweet peas would suffice. So, no ice pack, frozen bag of peas. That's what we did. But to give you a little, you know, story about what happened. Saturday morning, we got up about 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there, and he got up first and took Frida out. Then I got up before he came back in. So, yeah, that's, anyway. I had went to the bathroom, already got that done, and came back in and was coming back to the game room, and he come in the door holding Frida, and he goes, "Here, take Frida, make sure she's okay. I had a little fall." So I was, okay. So I took her, and I'm looking her over, and I see blood on her. I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? What happened? So, and it wasn't hers, it was his. But, so I'm looking her over, and she seemed okay. She was kind of walking a little bit stiff. But by this time, Dan had already went into the bedroom, and she followed him, and she was very, very concerned. So, and I tried to get her out. She wouldn't come back out. She was watching, watching him. So I was like, all right, well, just let her do her thing, and I'll give it a minute, and I'll look her back over again just to make double sure. So he came back out, and I'm like, okay, now what would, what'd you do? What had happened was, now we all know, she can't hear any longer, so he was out front with her, and he heard a car coming, I guess from around the bend, so he picked her up. But when he picked her up, he got his foot tangled on her leash, at which point he was, he tripped, and when he was falling, rather than fall and cradle her, he was in the road, or by, in the street, but by the, front yard. So he kind of tossed her over into the yard, and he went down and caught himself on his hands and his knees. So he scuffed his hand up pretty good. I mean, peeled the skin off his hand pretty darn good. All his fingers are jacked up. And he did have his shoes on, which is kind of weird the way this happened. But he did break his big toe in 3 places. and we went up to the, little med. I know this, I'm all over the place with this, but we had went to the little clinic up the street here, med clinic or whatever it's called, and they did the x-rays and said, okay, it's broken 3 places. And this being Labor Day, he's not going to really be able to go anywhere till tomorrow. So that's the story behind that. Now, Frida is fine. She was walking pretty stiff night before last, but once she moved around, she would loosen up. And then yesterday, she was sitting up like she always does, begging for food. And so that, after seeing that, I was like, okay, she's all right. She just either pulled a muscle or whatever, so I'll keep, it's, her right back leg. So I'll just keep an eye on it. And wait a couple of days. If she's still stiff, then I'll take her in and have it looked at. But I think she'll be fine. But Mr. Dan, on the other hand, he did a doozy on his foot. He really did. And like I said, he had a shoe on. So I don't know if when he went down, he bent it back, and maybe that's what did it. I don't know. But more than likely, he did ask me before we went to the clinic. He was like, I hope it's not broken. I'm like, I doubt it. I think you just pulled it or sprained it, or whatever. But when I looked at I could tell it was broke. I wasn't going to let him know that it was broke, but I knew it was definitely broke. But I was just playing it off like, I think you just pulled it, but we'll go get it looked at anyway. And then when they came back with the x-ray, it's like, okay. I knew it was broke. I didn't know it was broke that bad. So tomorrow we'll get up and he's got to call and get a referral to go see an orthopedic surgeon and go get it looked at and see what they want to do with it. So that's where we are. And it kind of sucks because, again, we're back in, I'm talking medical stuff here again. It's a shame that we have to go get a referral to go see a specialist that we know we need to see. You know what I mean? It's kind of like we got to get permission even though we know we need to see him. Can I go see this? This is what's going on and I need you to... It's just stupid. I'll get into all that later when I get into the AS discussion. But in any case, so yeah, that's what's going on. So we'll do that tomorrow. And then we got to figure out how to get the Aviator into the shop because the air went out on it, and get that looked at before we go camping on the 25th. And depending on how his foot does, that's going to be kind of, and we're still going to go. We've decided, we were talking about it yesterday, and we're like, yeah, we can do it. It's just going to be kind of, I may have to drive it. I've never drove the Aviator pulling the camper, so that would be interesting. But I mean, I could do it. It's just I've never done it. You know what I mean? But in any case, a lot of it's going to depend on what's going on with him, how that works out. So, anywho, all right. Let me jump off here for now. If I find anything else interesting, we're not going anywhere, obviously. So, got anything pops up? So today is now Tuesday, and yeah. Same shirt, whatever, I don't care. Took Dan to the orthopedics this morning, to the bone doctor, and basically they said that he was lucky because he broke his toe on the bone that's like right under your toenail, and it broke straight across, so therefore he does not have to have surgery on it, and does not have to wear a cast or anything like that. He just has to continue wearing the support boot or whatever that thing is called that they gave him at the Med Clinic, and go back in about 4 weeks and then have it re-x-rayed and then go from there. So that's it on that. That's about it. He just has to stay off of it, keep ice on it, and it's going to have to do it something. But so yeah, that was a good thing. Right now, we are watching Hurricane Irma. Fun stuff. Texas just had theirs. I guess it's going to be our turn now. And that should be happening here. Um, if we get anything of it, I mean, we're going to get some of it, but depending on how it goes, it's favoring it. This as of now, it's favoring more the East Coast versus the West Coast. So bad for them, good for us. But that can change. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, and they really won't have a handle on it until I think Thursday, when they get everything dialed in a little bit better. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And that's about it. I just piddled around the house today, took him to the doctor, made dinner, cleaned up the kitchen a little bit, and that's about it. So yeah, this vlog is going to be kind of fast. It's kind of a short vlog. But that's the way it is. Some days things are going on, other days, not so much. And the last few days, since Saturday, dealing with him and all of that, it's been okay. But yeah, anyway. Alright, so I'm going to close the vlog out for now. I'll come back on tomorrow, and I'm not feeling too hot myself. The bottom of my foot is like driving me nuts. It's getting worse and worse and worse. The heel thing, I mentioned that before. So I'm just going to have to break down and go get it looked at. I think, I did a little bit of research online on where the pain is and how it's hurting. And I'm pretty much at a point of thinking that it may not be AS related. But, and I can't think of the correct term. I'll tell you guys tomorrow when I'll look it back up. But there is a fix for it. And it's kind of a simple fix. They use like a sonogram type thing to look in your foot, on the bottom of your foot to see where the damage is. Depending on where it is, they can just take a needle, stick it in your foot, numb the area, take a scalpel, go in your foot, and, it's like a day thing. It's an in and out type situation. And then, repair it or whatever. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'll just have to go to the doctor and see what they say and see how they want to handle that. But yeah, anyway. Alright, let me get off here for now. I'm going to get this rendered in the computer, get it uploaded, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, love you guys. Bye. Sorry again it's so short. Alright.